Hi, it's Jordan Teen 1, and I've just received a sample of the new Finger Loom that was created by Choon's Design, the makers of Rainbow Loom, that is going to be available for purchase later this month. So this is the package I just got in the mail. You get to see the grand opening here. You can see that it's just in this plain box here. I'm sure yours will come in a nicely designed fancy box. And you can see that it is two different pieces here. I've received a clear one. I know there are some different color options that will be available to purchase. Let me get it closer here. So it comes with two different pieces. This is the main part that you're going to be working with, that you're going to put your bands on. And then this other piece here is for your backpack or purse. You can hook the one end of whatever you're making on the little part here, like a C-clip would be. And then this part you could put on a backpack or a purse strap, or really anything that you want to carry it along on. Now you can see this one has 4 pins, and I'm going to compare it to the Monster Tail Loom since that's the next closest one. The Monster Tail Loom has 8 pins, but you can see with the Finger Loom that the pins are a lot wider than the Monster Tail Loom. And so with this one, you're not going to need to use a hook. You can just use your fingers to pull the bands up over the top. And with the Monster Tail Loom, you really do need a hook to use. Both of these looms are nice and small, so they're good for travel. And with the Monster Tail Loom, you can obviously make a little bit more complex patterns since you have the 8 pins to work with. But with this one, it's nice because you don't have to worry about having a hook with you. And there's still plenty of designs you can do on 4 pins. Another feature of the Finger Loom is that the lip on the top of the pin is a lot wider than it is on the Monster Tail Loom, so you shouldn't have as many problems with the band slipping off the top because it does come out pretty far, so it's going to hold your bands on that pin pretty well. Whereas on the Monster Tail Loom, it's only got a very slight lip on the top, so the bands do tend to slide off the top as you're pulling it over. So I'm actually going to show you how to make a bracelet using the new Finger Loom, and I've decided it's going to be the Over Easy bracelet. And here are a few examples of some of the Over Easy bracelets I have made in the past. In this one I used red and pink for all of the layers that use 2 bands that cross one another, and then white for the in-between layers. And then on this one I used one of each of the colors on the layers that cross, so I had blue and green on each of those layers and then black on the single layers. To make the Over Easy bracelet, you're going to need about 50 rubber bands. So I have the Rainbow Loom brand teal and white rubber bands today. So I'm going to start with my first color, which is teal, and I'm going to place it from the bottom pin up to the top. And I do need to twist just this bottom layer. I'm going to push that down. And now I'm going to take a second teal band and I'm going to cross over the one I just placed on, so it's going to go from the left to the right. And again, I do need to twist this. And now for my second layer, I'm going to take a white rubber band, and this time it's going to go around all 4 of the pins. So I'm just going to stretch it across all of them. And now I need this bottom layer to come over the top. So I'm just going to use my fingers, reach in, and I'm just going to go around to all 4 sides here and remove that. And push that down. And now I'm ready to do my next layer. So every time I do a teal layer, I'm going to still be doing X's. So I'm starting from the bottom to the top, But this time I don't have to twist anymore. And now I'm going to go straight across from the left to the right. And now I want to remove that bottom layer, so I'm going to get rid of all the whites. So you can see how this fatter lip around the top of the pins is helping these bands to stay on. And I always want to push down after every layer. Now I'm switching to the white, and this is going around all 4 pins. So one band is just going to stretch all the way around the outside of the pins. And now I'll remove the teal. And push that down. And now I'm back to teal and X's. Now I'm going to remove the white layer from the bottom. And push down. And now I have the white that goes around all 4 pins. Just stretching that out. And now the teal needs to come off. And push down. So I am just going to continue in this same pattern, and when it gets long enough I will show you how to remove it from the loom. When you have your bracelet to the length that you'd like and you're ready to remove it from the loom, you want to make sure that your last set of bands that you put on are the ones with 2 that cross each other. So I'm going to take the bottom band, I'm going to pull it off and leave it in my fingers, and I'm just going to move it to the pin above. And then I'm going to take that bottom band and pull it over the top. I'm going to do the same thing for the ones on the side. I'll take the one that's over here on the right and then put it over to the left, and I'll take that bottom band and pull it over the top. So now I'm just left with 2 rubber bands left on the loom, and I'm going to hook it onto this hook that came with the loom. So I'm going to take this small part, which is like a C-clip, going to turn it around, and I'm just going to hook this band through while it's on the loom. And now I can remove this one. I'm going to go around to this next side and do the same thing. I'm going to reach down in and get that to hook on the clip as well. And now I can remove this completely. And you can see here is my bracelet, and it is hooked onto here. So if I wanted to, I could clip this on a backpack. And also, if I wanted it to be more of a bracelet or a loop, I could just hook these other bands through as well, and then I could hook it on my backpack like that. So I think this is a nice addition to the Rainbow Loom family, and again I think it's really nice for travel or for smaller kids that have a little bit of trouble using a hook, or even if you just don't want to be bothered with having to drag a hook along, you can always use this. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this review and tutorial. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thanks for watching!